1000 LB Sisters star drops bombshell announcement about Season 8 amid cancellation rumors. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For 1000 LB Sister latest news update, please subscribe to the channel. In a dramatic turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the reality television world, 1000 LB Sisters star Amy Halterman has dropped a bombshell announcement regarding the future of the hit TLC series, just as rumors of its potential cancellation continue to swirl. Known for its raw, emotional storytelling and the deeply personal journey of Amy and her sister Tammy Slaton as they battle obesity, addiction, and family drama, the show has captivated millions since its debut in 2020. But as Season 7 concluded with intense personal revelations and ongoing struggles, fans were left wondering, will there be a Season 8 now? In a candid and heartfelt statement shared via her personal social media platforms and later confirmed by sources close to the production, Amy Halterman has confirmed that Season 8 of 1000 LB Sisters is not only moving forward but will feature a transformative and emotionally charged narrative arc that promises to be the most powerful season yet. I know there's been a lot of talk, a lot of speculation, Amy wrote in a now viral Instagram post that has garnered over 300,000 likes in less than 24 hours. People are saying the show might be ending, that we're done. But I'm here to tell you, this story isn't over. Not even close. Season 8 is happening, and it's going to be the most honest, the most real, and the most difficult thing we've ever done. The announcement comes at a pivotal moment for the series, which has faced increasing scrutiny in recent years. Critics and viewers alike have questioned the ethics of reality TV that centers on extreme weight and health struggles, while others have praised the show for shedding light on the complexities of obesity, mental health, and socioeconomic challenges in rural America. With over 1.2 billion views across digital platforms and consistently high ratings, 1000 LB Sisters remains one of TLC's most watched programs, despite the controversy. But behind the scenes, the road to Season 8 has been anything but smooth. In recent months, rumors of production delays, cast tensions, and network concerns have circulated widely on social media. Some outlets reported that TLC was reconsidering its investment in the series due to rising insurance costs and the physical risks associated with filming individuals with severe obesity. Others speculated that Amy and Tammy's ongoing legal and health issues might make continuing the show untenable. Amy's announcement directly addresses these concerns. Yes, things have been hard, she admitted. There have been setbacks. There have been days I didn't think I could keep going. But this show isn't just about weight. It's about survival. It's about family. It's about fighting for a second chance when the world tells you you're out of time. According to Amy, Season 8 will focus on her continued weight loss journey following her gastric sleeve surgery, as well as Tammy's ongoing battle with weight regain and emotional trauma. But more than that, the new season will delve into the sisters' fractured relationship, their experiences with fame, and the impact of public scrutiny on their mental health. It's easy to watch a show and judge, Amy said. But you don't know what it's like to wake up every day and hate your body. You don't know what it's like to lose someone you love because they couldn't fight the same battle you're fighting. You don't know what it's like to be told you're inspiring one day and a spectacle the next. Fans have responded overwhelmingly to the news. Social media platforms exploded with support, with hashtags like Season 8 is happening and hashtag We Stand With Amy trending across Twitter and Instagram. Many viewers praised Amy for her courage and transparency, while others expressed relief that the series would continue. I've been with the show since Season 1, wrote one fan in the comments. It's helped me through my own weight loss journey. I cry, I laugh, I get mad, but I never stop rooting for them. So glad they're not giving up. Another viewer added, this show isn't perfect, but it's real. And in a world full of filters and fake lives, real is what we need. Behind the scenes, production on Season 8 is already underway. Insiders confirm that filming resumed in late spring in Evansville, Indiana, the sisters' hometown, after a several-month hiatus. The new season will reportedly consist of 12 episodes, with a premiere date expected in early 2025. TLC has not yet issued an official press release, but multiple sources within the network have confirmed that the series remains a priority. However, changes are coming. According to production insiders, Season 8 will feature a more intimate, documentary-style format, with less emphasis on dramatic reenactments and more focus on raw, unfiltered footage. The show will also introduce new medical and psychological experts to provide context and support for the sisters' journeys, part of an effort to address long-standing criticism about the show's approach to health and consent. "There's been a real shift in how we're approaching the season," said a crew member who requested anonymity. "It's still reality TV, but there's a deeper level of care. We're not just filming for entertainment. We're trying to tell a story that matters." The announcement also comes on the heels of a turbulent period for Amy personally. In September 2023, she was arrested at the Memphis Zoo after attempting to take a swan from its enclosure, an incident that was captured on video and went viral. The bizarre event, which Amy later attributed to a combination of mental health struggles and medication side effects, led to widespread media coverage and a temporary suspension of filming. She was charged with a misdemeanor and sentenced to probation, community service, and mandatory mental health counseling. Since then, Amy has been open about her diagnosis of bipolar disorder and her ongoing treatment. In her announcement, she acknowledged the incident without shying away from accountability. "That moment was a low point," she said. "I wasn't in a good place. I embarrassed myself, my family, and everyone who supported me. But I'm not defined by one mistake. I'm defined by what I do after it. And I'm choosing to keep fighting." Tammy Slayton, Amy's younger sister and co-star, has also faced significant challenges. After losing over 400 pounds following bariatric surgery in Season 3, Tammy regained much of the weight due to emotional eating and relationship struggles. Her journey has been a central theme of the series, and Season 8 is expected to explore her efforts to regain control of her health while navigating a high-profile relationship with her fiancé, Caleb Curran. Caleb, who has become a fan favorite for his unwavering support of Tammy, recently spoke out in support of the new season. "This show has given people hope," he said in a brief interview. "It's not just about weight. It's about love, resilience, and never giving up. We're ready to keep going." Despite the excitement, not everyone is celebrating the renewal. Some advocacy groups and medical professionals continue to question the ethics of the series, arguing that it exploits vulnerable individuals for ratings. Dr. Linda Chen, a psychologist specializing in eating disorders, expressed concern about the long-term impact of such programming. While the show raises awareness, it often does so in a sensationalized way, Dr. Chen said. "The focus on extreme weight can reinforce stigma rather than reduce it. And when personal crises become public entertainment, it blurs the line between support and exploitation." She added, "I hope Season 8 takes a more responsible approach, prioritizing the sisters' well-being over shock value." TLC has faced similar criticism in the past, particularly with other weight loss-focused shows like My 600lb Life. In response, the network has implemented new guidelines for participant care, including mandatory psychological evaluations and on-set medical support. A TLC spokesperson confirmed that these protocols are in place for 1000lb sisters and will be even more strictly enforced in Season 8. "The health and safety of our participants is our top priority," the spokesperson said. "We work closely with medical professionals and mental health experts to ensure that everyone involved is supported throughout the process." For Amy, the decision to continue was never just about the show. It was about the message. "I don't do this for fame," she said. "I do it because there are people out there who feel alone, who feel broken, who think they've gone too far to come back. I want them to see me, really see me, and know that change is possible. It's not easy. It's not pretty, but it's possible." She also addressed the critics directly. "If you think this is just a show, you're missing the point. This is our life. Every tear, every setback, every victory, it's real. And if our story can help one person take that first step, then it's worth it." As Season 8 moves forward, the stakes have never been higher. Amy is reportedly down over 500 pounds since her surgery and is working toward becoming a certified peer counselor for others struggling with obesity and mental health. Tammy, meanwhile, has begun a new wellness program and is exploring therapy options to address the emotional roots of her eating behaviors. The sisters have also hinted at potential spin-offs or digital content that could expand the 1000 LB Sisters universe, including a possible podcast or YouTube series focused on health advocacy. For now, fans can expect a season that is more introspective, more vulnerable, and more powerful than ever before. Gone are the days of purely dramatic confrontations and shock moments. Season 8 aims to be a deeper exploration of healing, accountability, and the long, often painful road to self-acceptance. "I'm not going to promise a perfect ending," Amy said, "because life doesn't work that way. But I can promise this. I'm not giving up. And as long as I'm breathing, I'll keep fighting for myself, for my family, and for everyone who's ever felt like they didn't belong." The announcement has not only silenced cancellation rumors, but reignited passion for the series among its core audience. With a renewed sense of purpose and a commitment to authenticity, 1000 LB Sisters is poised for a comeback that could redefine what reality television can be. As Amy put it, "They said we wouldn't make it. They said we'd fall apart. But here we are, still standing, still fighting. And season 8? That's just the beginning." For millions of viewers who have followed the sisters' journey from the beginning, the news is more than just a TV update, it's a symbol of hope. In a world that often judges by appearance, 1000 LB Sisters continues to remind us that behind every number on a scale is a human being with dreams, pain, and the capacity for change. And as filming begins on season 8, one thing is clear. The story of Amy and Tammy Slayton is far from over. For years, Tammy Slayton, one of the central figures in the TLC reality series 1000 LB Sisters, has shared her deeply personal journey with millions of viewers around the world. The show, which chronicles the lives of Tammy and her sister Amy Slayton as they battle extreme obesity, face emotional trauma, and strive for better health, has become a beacon of both vulnerability and resilience. Over the seasons, fans have watched Tammy endure medical complications, undergo life-altering surgeries, and confront the emotional roots of her weight struggles. In recent months, Tammy has emerged with a powerful new message, one that transcends the scale and speaks directly to the heart of her healing. She has realized she doesn't need to turn to food to be happy. This revelation marks a pivotal turning point in Tammy's journey, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. For much of her life, food served as both comfort and companion. It was the solace she turned to during times of grief, loneliness, and anxiety. Raised in a household where emotional expression was often stifled and trauma was buried beneath routines and distractions, food became Tammy's coping mechanism. Like many individuals who struggle with obesity, her relationship with eating was never just about hunger. It was about filling a void, sometimes the absence of a loved one, sometimes the weight of unresolved pain, and often the silence that comes when words fail. Tammy's story began in Kentucky, where she and Amy grew up in a close-knit but complicated family environment. The sisters shared an unbreakable bond, forged early by shared experiences and a deep reliance on one another. When their mother passed away, an event that profoundly shaped both of their lives, the emotional fallout was immense. Grief, left unprocessed, often manifests in physical ways. For Tammy, it manifested in weight gain. She began to eat more, not out of pleasure, but out of necessity, a subconscious attempt to numb the pain, to feel something other than sorrow. Over time, what began as emotional eating spiraled into a pattern that became nearly impossible to break. By the time 1000 LB Sisters premiered, Tammy weighed over 700 pounds. She was largely homebound, dependent on her sister and medical equipment to navigate daily life. Her health was deteriorating. She faced risks associated with heart disease, diabetes, mobility issues, and sleep apnea. But more than the physical challenges, Tammy struggled with self-worth. She often expressed feelings of shame, of being broken, of believing she didn't deserve happiness or love. These internal battles were as dangerous as any medical condition. The show brought her story into the public eye, not for spectacle, but for transformation. Viewers were invited into Tammy's world not just to witness her size, but to understand the emotional landscape that led her there. As the series progressed, Tammy began to confront the root causes of her eating behaviors. With the support of therapists, medical professionals, and eventually weight loss surgery, she started to peel back the layers of her pain. Gastric sleeve surgery in 2021 marked a major milestone. It wasn't a magic solution, but rather a tool of physical reset that allowed her body to begin healing, while her mind caught up. Yet, as Tammy lost weight, eventually shedding hundreds of pounds, she began to realize that the real work wasn't on the scale. It was in her mindset. She could lose weight, yes, but unless she addressed the emotional hunger, the risk of relapse remained high. This is where her recent revelation becomes so significant. In interviews and social media posts, Tammy has spoken openly about how she's learning to find joy in things other than food. She's rediscovering hobbies, reconnecting with nature, and embracing small moments of peace like sitting outside and feeling the sun on her face, or laughing with a friend without reaching for a snack. I used to think happiness came from a bag of chips or a gallon of ice cream, Tammy shared in a candid interview. But now I know that those things only gave me a few minutes of comfort, followed by hours of guilt. Real happiness? It's in being able to walk to the mailbox. It's in looking in the mirror and not hating what I see. It's in knowing I'm stronger than my cravings. This shift in perspective didn't happen overnight. It was the result of years of therapy, setbacks, relapses, and quiet moments of introspection. Tammy has been open about her struggles with binge eating even after surgery. There were times when old habits resurfaced, triggered by stress, loneliness, or memories of loss. But each time, she learned a little more about herself. She began to recognize the difference between physical hunger and emotional hunger. She started journaling, practicing mindfulness, and using coping strategies that didn't involve food. One of the most transformative aspects of Tammy's journey has been her growing self-compassion. For so long, she punished herself for every pound gained, every slip-up, every moment of weakness. But through therapy and personal growth, she's learned to treat herself with kindness. She speaks of her past self not with anger, but with empathy. "I was doing the best I could with what I had," she said. "I wasn't lazy. I wasn't weak. I was hurting. And food was the only thing that made it stop, just for a little while." This message has resonated deeply with fans. Many viewers have shared their own stories of emotional eating, trauma, and the long road to self-acceptance. Tammy's vulnerability has created a sense of community, a space where people feel seen and understood. She's not just a reality TV star, she's become a symbol of hope for those who feel trapped by their bodies, their habits, or their past. Another crucial element in Tammy's transformation has been her evolving relationship with her sister, Amy. Their bond has always been central to the show, but it hasn't been without tension. There were moments of conflict, jealousy, and codependency. Amy, too, has faced her own health struggles, including a weight gain that mirrored Tammy's earlier journey. At times, their support for each other wavered under the weight of their individual battles. But in recent years, both sisters have made strides toward healthier lives and healthier dynamics. Tammy has taken on a more independent role, moving into her own home and building a life separate from Amy's. This separation, while difficult at first, has allowed Tammy to grow in ways she couldn't when they were constantly intertwined. She's developed her own routines, made her own choices, and discovered strengths she didn't know she had. "I love my sister more than anything," Tammy said. "But I needed to learn how to love myself first. And that meant standing on my own 2 feet, literally and figuratively." Her progress has been remarkable. From being unable to walk without assistance, Tammy now walks regularly, exercises, and even travels. She's embraced fashion, wearing clothes that reflect her personality and newfound confidence. Social media has become a platform for her to share her journey, not just the victories, but the struggles too. She posts photos of herself hiking, dancing, and enjoying simple pleasures, always with a message of encouragement for others. But perhaps the most profound change is internal. Tammy has begun to redefine what happiness means to her. It's no longer tied to food, to weight, or to external validation. Instead, she finds joy in connection, in progress, in the quiet moments of peace. She's learning to sit with her emotions instead of running from them. She meditates, practices gratitude, and surrounds herself with positive influences. This doesn't mean the journey is over. Tammy has been clear that recovery is not linear. There are still days when the urge to eat for comfort is strong. There are moments of doubt, of fear, of insecurity. But now, she has tools. She has support. And most importantly, she has a new belief that she is worthy of a happy, healthy life regardless of a number on the scale. Her message is especially powerful in a society that often reduces obesity to a matter of willpower or discipline. Tammy's story challenges that narrative. It shows that weight is often a symptom of deeper issues: trauma, mental health, socioeconomic factors, and emotional pain. Healing, then, cannot happen through dieting alone. It requires compassion, understanding, and systemic support. Tammy has also become an advocate for mental health awareness. She speaks openly about her experiences with depression and anxiety, urging others to seek help without shame. "Therapy saved my life," she said. "It's not a sign of weakness. It's a